dimes, matched an unrivaled single-game record. Off we go. Breeze and Hive, 2 new clubs in season 2. They have settled in, that's for sure. 9 games in. Dribble handoff, Becker's mid-range jumper, left it short. Rebound, Citron. Had to feel good with 4 made threes on 7 tries. They dump it to Billings and backs it home.
Very methodical, a nice job in understanding where they want to attack from. I said this earlier, the Hive are confident. The record aside, they look very connected with how they're playing with each other.
You said it about Malonga, averaging a double-double. Same can be said for Billings at 14.5 a game, 10 boards. The outlet to Citron. And too much on the 3. Breeze 5 and 4. Hive is off the loss to Vinyl. In stride, it's Jackson.
What a cut. And you look at that inverted play of how Dominique Malonga can run the offense through her.
As Mitchell gets downhill, Malonga the board, displays handle. Jackson walk up 3. Full board Malonga absorbs the bump with the left hand.
That's a tough basket by Malonga. The difference in those is her ability to finish, and that's something that she's grown into through the course of this season, not getting bumped off the spot and being able to close out the play.
Citron orchestrates, finds Billings, slingshot engaged to Citron. And corralled by Beckers, maybe most impressively with Breeze. The high point numbers for individuals. They had 16 assists, just 1 turnover in the win over Rose. On 59% shooting, Malonga has found a home, camping out in the paint.
And finishing through contact. Billings is doing what she can to try and push her off her spot and be physical, and it's not mattered early on here.
6-0 run after Hive scored first. Mitchell matched up with the big Malonga. Step back, long 2 is true.
How do you like that? Contest to Malonga, outstretched arms, and for Mitchell, she doesn't even see it.
5'8" against 6'6". Malonga tried to catch with one hand. It's intercepted by Billings. Hive is on the move. An no-look spray. Citron off on the back iron. Mitchell looks to blow by. Another outlet to Citron. Decides to drive it. Off 1 foot. Hits.
Citron has been smooth. Think about her growth from the start of the season and getting comfortable and getting to her spots, knocking those type of shots down. She can score at all 3 levels and has shown it.
Each Hive starter has scored. Jackson tees up a 3, rattles it home. Well, Jackson coming off a 20-point game was 0 for 4 from deep. And Coach Noelle Quinn told us when she's making threes, takes her to another level. No doubt about it. As she dribbles, looks to wiggle by. Malonga spaces out. Beckers has yet to score. With Breeze up 3. Ball screen, Malonga. Kick to Jackson with 2. Bounce it, Malonga fires in time. Oh, they're the youngins, but high execution level.
And the thing is, that was a really nice defensive possession by Hive. Breeze were just better.
Backdoor is open for Citron. Into the nest.
Both these teams are reading their defense in action so well and finding where the openings are.
Malonga hits the deck, numbers for Hive. Mitchell decides to pop it. Oh, board. Get a little bit closer this time. Great back and forth here in the first 4 minutes.
Just about to say, Friday night, let's go. These players came out ready.
As if they need the rest. A logo 3, Beckers left it short.
And we're talking a lot about matchups within a matchup. Look at Monique Billings. All over Dominique Malonga, big time block. And Malonga had gotten her a couple times. Billings, though, tracking, timing. You said it. This is both of these teams, I think, have done a really good job of being fast but strategic.
On point, Sanaya Rivers, welcome to the party. She's into the action. Coach Rena Wakama has used this smaller lineup with Magbagor out. Rivers provides a spark. As for Breeze, Martin and Cam Brink have checked in. Backdoor, Beckers to the rim. First points for Beckers. Mitchell's wide open for 3. In and out. Saw the block shot by Billings moments ago. Both of these clubs top 2 in blocks. Beckers walk him down, scores it over Mitchell.
And now Beckers with the takeover. Nice job, single coverage. She goes right to the cup.
Rivers, now you see me, now you don't. Curls inside. As Beckers in stride up the other end of the floor. Hezzy, mid-range, got it. Cardio is not a problem for Breeze and Hive. Kelsey Mitchell, dance move, ankle breaker.
The fun part about both of these teams, they've scored in all spots of the floor. When the post has been there, they've fed it. They've gotten to the basket. They've knocked down some threes to space it out, and they've worked the mid-range.
Martin carves out space, left-handed layup. No one wants to miss. That's good. We like made buckets.
We'll take that.
Rivers thought about the three. Citron gets downhill. Cameron Brink. Pull up the Brinks truck. What a swat. Can it lead to offense? Instead, we get a stoppage with 1:14 left. A foul by Mitchell.
Watch out. You want to talk about an eraser? Citron thought she was going to have a clear layup, and Brink comes over to help for the huge block. Paige Beckers just in her bag, finding those spots on the floor that she is so consistent. Big reason why this Breeze team has shot at such a high efficiency through the course of this whole season.
59% last game. Breeze at 48% as a club. Here's Paige Beckers, what she's been up to. Holds the second best three-point percentage in Unrivaled. Jackson stuck. Mitchell stands tall. A motor, a blur at times. Kelsey Mitchell.
And that's the defense to offense. She got into the body of Jackson to force a miss.
Kelsey Mitchell had 16 first-half points against Vinyl. Had 0, though, in the second half. Billings and Citron picked up the scoring load. Mid-range jumper off the mark by Sanaya Rivers. Still no Ari McDonald for Breeze. They have 5 available. And same for Hive with Magbagor out for a third straight. Shot clock to 5. Martin circles back. Crossover. Working it inside. High off glass and in. Now Heidemann. Whoa. Natisha Heidemann. Short. Great individual play early on. Spin move by Brink and a foul by Mitchell. That's her second.
And this is where both teams have a mismatch on each end with size. Breeze being bigger, you have talked about this, the Hive a little smaller, but give credit to these players who continue to battle if they're stuck on the inside.
Here's Brink, who missed last game due to injury. Back out there, averaging 11 points per game. 5.5 boards. Shot clock is off for Hive. Down 5. The big is the matchup. Mitchell with 2. Kelsey Mitchell heaves it. Hits it at the buzzer for the Buzzins.
Even Kelsey said, I don't know what that was. You know what? When you are good, sometimes you get a little lucky. The heave for the Hive. And we got a 2-point game here after 1. More comfortable here.
As we look at second quarter action now through the Samsung Galaxy Game View. It's powered by Galaxy S25 Ultra. Let's not forget, she also hit a long 2-point field goal over 6'6" Dominique Malonga in that first quarter. And Hive takes the lead thanks to Heidemann. Displays the range. Now every player for Hive has scored who has entered the game. Brink takes the feed. Jackson got it to her, spark to spark.
But an excellent playmaking by both of those individuals, understanding the double cane.
Outlet by Billings. Rivers parachuting in Jackson. Lob ball to Martin. Dribble handoff. Jackson, another lob. Brink does the rest.
That's a nasty work between Rakia Jackson and Cameron Brink. They're taking advantage. They understand their size, also their quickness and playmaking abilities.
Breeze shot 56% from the floor in the first. And they continue their efficiency, some high percentage looks around the basket.
Yeah, and I think it's just the ability for all of these players to really think the game and play through the passing and cutting. And that's what's led to so many easy baskets.
On the post-up, Rivers reaches in on Rakia Jackson. Breeze at 5 and 4, currently sitting in 4th place. Phantom and Mr. idle tonight at 6 and 3, so if Breeze wants to have a chance at a top 2 spot, a first-round bye, a win would go a long way. Jackson hangs in the air. Ball goes in and out. While Hive looks to stay alive in the picture at 2 and 7. Rivers separates. Jackson the rebound. Motors the other way, stop and start, barrels in to Rivers, who tried to bottle her up, but that's a blocking foul, the second on Sanaya Rivers.
Sanaya Rivers, her second, team second. Free throw for the Hive, number 11, Sonia Citron.
Citron checks in for Rivers.
At the line, Rakia
Ice Young is our reporter tonight. She is with the hottest shooter in that first quarter, Kelsey Mitchell.
Yes, Kelsey, big 3 there at the end of the first quarter. How did that give you guys momentum?
Got to see a couple go in. I don't think that was like what I wanted, but make it work, be a basketball player, trust your instincts. But I think as far as our group, we just got to keep trying to play fast. I think if we play faster than them, we'll see who gets tired first. It's an up-tempo game, so that's the way it makes it fun. I think we outnumbered in size, so we have to be, laterally and both ways, quick, fast, play with a certain pace the whole way. That's only how we're going to stay in the game with these tall guys.
Last one for you. What do you want to see out of this unit on the floor right now?
Fight to get to the paint as much as possible. Not that there is a disadvantage, single-handedly, but we can utilize getting to the paint and get what we want. So as you just saw, if we could keep doing that, that works out good.
Thanks, Kelsey.
All right, Ice, Kels, good stuff. Fearless in the paint. Mo Billings does exactly what Kelsey wanted there.
Yeah, and sometimes getting to the paint, it's not just about post-up, it's through penetration as well, the passing. Sometimes the passing that collapses the defense. It can work you kick out for 3, but you've got to have a steady amount of movement, as Kelsey Mitchell talked about, being a little bit undersized against what this Breeze team presents. Because not only do they have size, but they have players that are versatile, that can do a lot of things in terms of spacing you out, but also getting you on the inside.
Mo Billings is the vet of Hive, 8-year pro out of UCLA. Pokes the ball free, comes up with the board. Heidemann motors in, sprays it. Citron on the attack. Billings with the head fake, backing down Malonga. Nowhere to go. Heidemann constantly moving, 3 to shoot. Heidemann, leaner. Did touch the iron, loose ball to Citron. Skip it, Heidemann, 3, got it.
They don't have the size, but they have got the grit and the extra effort plays. That's exactly what that was, just more hustle, get a second chance opportunity.
A good feeling for Heidemann, who dropped 20 earlier in the year against Owls, did not score last game, while Beckers can earn 3 with 1 at the line.
And this comes off of some extra effort from Sonia Citron. They're getting across court to Heidemann, who drains that shot. And that's where you got the balance. Knocking down 3-point shots and looks even if you don't have the size.
Take a look now at the free throw leaderboard presented by Xfinity. This started up on Friday in Philly, January 30th. This will take us to the final Friday of the regular season. Minimum 10 attempts, have to have the highest percentage. $50,000 courtesy of Xfinity to the player with the highest percentage by the end of the regular season.
A lot of pressure at the charity stripe.
Kelsey Plum is off to a good start. Beckers, you'd figure, who won the first challenge, will be in the mix. Heidemann off on the 3. Also in the mix as of right now is Alicia Gray, who is going to join us in game 2 of our TNT doubleheader tonight.
I can't wait. We're so lucky to have all these players come through and sit with us and chat, give the insights.
The former journalism major at South Carolina, Alicia Gray. If she weren't playing basketball, she'd be in the broadcast biz, so we look forward to that later tonight. Get you caught up on personnel. Kate Martin, Paige Beckers, Dom Malonga for Breeze. Mo Billings, Sonia Citron, Kelsey Mitchell for Hive. That is a pick and roll executed beautifully. Beckers to Malonga.
And there's not a whole lot you can do when you got Citron and Kelsey Mitchell trying to slow down a player like Malonga right there at the cup.
Citron at the nail, nowhere to go, and Malonga comes up with the steal. Martin calls for the pick. Circles back. Now the hand to Beckers, who has 11 points. Beckers absorbs, pounced in, got every roll on the iron. Breeze leads it by 7 when we come back to Sephora Arena. Kelsey Mitchell is back to school at 30 years old. No, Kels, your grades are good. You're just fine. We'll get the story when we come back.
To school through her career, but she's going back to school herself?
She told us at age 30, I'm a student athlete again. Kelsey Mitchell currently getting a PhD in education leadership online at Liberty University. Her semester started a month ago into a 3-year program. And when I asked Kelsey, why now? Why decide to go get the PhD now? She said, because when the ball stops bouncing, I want to make sure I have something planned. She shadowed athletic directors in the past, so she's possibly interested in that area. But at the end of the day, she wants to give back to student athletes with this degree, and she'll have a PhD in that and a PhD in buckets as well.
Great stuff, Ice. Mo Billings comes up with the block. Kelsey Mitchell earned her master's back in the WNBA bubble in 2020 from Cincinnati. Of course, played her undergrad years at Ohio State. So, I don't know. I think there was an old Adam Sandler movie when they said go back to school, back to school. It's all good. Kelsey Mitchell can't.
What movie was that?
Back to School is Billy Madison.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you need to recharge every now and again. I haven't watched Billy Madison in a second.
Add it to your list. 9-point lead for Breeze. You fly enough. You should be able to get it on a flight. Here is Mitchell, who had 11 in the first quarter, has yet to score in the second with under 2 minutes to play. Citron thought about going back in, decides to drive it, flip it up, rolls off the iron. Dominique Malonga with rebound number 5. Now Beckers backpedals, feeds it, Malonga. Citron, Malonga goes right by. Does not get baited into a foul. Poked out of bounds, stays with Hive. The Unrivaled Halftime Show is presented by Ford. We've got Lauren Jabara, joined by Lisa, Leslie, and Roz in our Atlanta studios.
I love it.
Lisa and Roz helping out Candace and Renee again.
We love you all.
You know what to do, Lisa.
We love you all. We miss you all.
Look forward to hearing from them throughout the night. Spin cycle, Mo Billings, fall away, back iron. Breeze has separated slightly here in the quarter. In rhythm 3, Kate Martin. Cha-ching, timeout High.
And that's a beautiful push and play, beginning with Cameron Brink. Off of the stop and the rebound, they're able to get it to go. A little bit of a dribble drag, and then finding Kate Martin coming from behind. Brink setting that screen on Mitchell to clear up some space. Bottoms.
Other ways to contribute to winning. She's really admired her teammates, and they have poured into her, especially Beckers. Her level-headed approach, admires the way she leads. We can see the communication here on the defensive end by Breeze. And you heard Coach Wakama mention it, the foul disparity. That's just the second on Breeze. Hive has 7 as a squad.
And that was also a difference of what the Hive did so well against the Vinyl in their last game. Despite the loss, they got to the line a lot, and that changes the dynamic of how you can play.
As Mitchell slithers, a reach in by Kate Martin.
And that's why I think it's too important. Remember, you're talking about Kate Martin. This game, so much of the little things become the big things and how it impacts every single play. We talk about everyone being in every possession.
Backdoor, Citron puts it in.
What a beautiful backdoor by Citron, and Billings puts it right on point.
10-point game, final minute, second quarter. Step back 3 by Beckers. Shot was disrupted by Billings. Here comes Hive. Mitchell dancing. Spins, works on the pivot, poked free, foot race. Citron boxes out Beckers. 2 on the shot clock, though. Let it fly.
Shot clock violation.
That, though, was a credit to Paige Beckers. Was a step ahead. She knew that pass was coming out and able to shoot the gap and force it to go back court to take off all that time.
Paige Beckers, Unrivaled's 3rd leading scorer, has 13 tonight. Has had 7 20-point games on the year, including 6 in a row. Here's Mitchell all over Martin at 3/4 court. There is a 5-second difference, game clock, shot clock. Martin drives and scores. Kate Martin, 11 first half points. Comes Mitchell, changes speeds, floats it up. 2 seconds for Breeze. Martin, we're at the half, 12-point lead for Breeze.
Well, good push by the Hive, but overall the Breeze have been effective on both ends of the court to help extend this lead, and they're really clicking with one another.
It's now 6 quarters for Breeze over their last 6 quarters. Just 2 turnovers. They shoot 54% in that first half, led by Beckers with 13, Martin with 11. 4 and halftime is next. It's Unrivaled on TNT, presented by Samsung Galaxy.
They operate in the paint because of the way Breeze can package in.
Well, Noelle Quinn was hoping for a 2-to-1 ratio. That's a lot better than a 2-to-1 ratio. That's for sure. Breeze won that second quarter by 10. Around the pick, it's Beckers. Left it short. Ice Young with us tonight on the sidelines. Had a chance to catch up with both coaches.
Yeah, I'll start with the Hive and Coach Rena. And she said, we have to chip away at this lead, Sarah. She said the first 2 minutes is so important that we guard one-on-one. And then offensively, pace and space. They want to move the ball, but also space out the floor better. For Breeze, they're focused on their one-on-one defense in this third quarter. Noelle Quinn is expecting Hive to look to take them one-on-one. So both coaches focus on that side of the basketball.
In that similar understanding, ooh, Becker's just the laser in Malonga's face. It's a good turnover by Hive, but Ice, to your point, for Hive, that's an excellent game plan, and the spacing to be able to combat the fact that they're a little undersized, but the problem is they're not knocking down threes, and because of that, Breeze can play a little more sunken in on defense.
Citron collapses on the basketball, 8 points, 0 for 4 from deep, made 4 last game. On the attack, over the outstretched arm of Breeze. Malonga on the cut, works it in on the face-up, and a foul by Billings. It's her second. Ice Young is now on the court here at Sephora Arena, joined by a special guest.
That's right. I'm here with one of the fastest people ever, if not the fastest, and Usain Bolt. And Usain, thanks you so much for being here. Is this your first time at Unrivaled?
Yes, this is my first time.
How's the experience been like so far?
It's good. I don't want to take all the credit from my girlfriend. She's been here like 4 times. So she's been telling me about it, so I should come. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to pass through because I see the energy and she loves it, so I'm here.
Shout out to KC.
Yeah.
I saw you over here clapping for Paige Beckers. You're a fan?
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan. We actually support Dallas. You know, we've been to a few games in Dallas. We actually are getting season tickets this season, so I'm looking forward to seeing much more games.
Awesome. We're looking forward to seeing you more. Last one for you. I know you had a two-handed slam some time ago in a celebrity game. What could you do out here 3v3?
Me right now, anything. My game. My game has grown immensely, you know what I mean? My handle's not so much, but my shooting game better.
Okay, noted. We'll have to get you out here on the court then. Thanks so much for the time.
No problem, no problem.
The great Usain Bolt. I think his cardio would work out just fine.
It's like no one would be able to keep up with me. I'd be a blur to the basket.
Now, the challenge, of course, you'd have to be able to dribble while running that fast. But I think he's up for it. I think it's great when we have guests pop in. You know, Flo Rida was here earlier in the year, and he mentioned how he has a bunch of sisters, and how men are gravitating to the women's game, and he mentioned it, how he's got someone close to him. They've invested in going to games in Dallas to watch Paige Beckers, and now all of a sudden season ticket holders just, it's really cool. All of professional athletes uncovering more pleasure in watching these great women play. Beckers finds Jackson off on the three.
Well, it's just the ultimate respect, and I think especially for those athletes to understand just what it takes and how challenging it is to play at this level and in this manner.
Breeze foul number 14, Dominic Malonga, her first team first.
Malonga with a reach-in foul, already the third on Breeze as a club. With still 4:41 to go in the third. Breeze at 5-4, sitting in fourth place above the playoff line. 6 of the 8 clubs get in. Billings tightropes the baseline, surges in for 2 and the foul.
That is a tough finish by Monique Billings. Going baseline with the reverse. And this is where her shoulders being up gets Malonga up a little bit enough as she then is able to blow by or finish on the other side. And even the outstretched arms of Malonga in that length aren't enough, gets her across the face. We keep talking about Mo Billings. She is just a savvy, crafty player, understanding angles, how to use her body, how to use her strength, and has got such great touch in her finishes around the rim.
Well, the ultimate role player in her 8-year W profession, and has taken on a leadership role for Hive, has ascended into a starting role with Magbagor injured. 10-0 Hive run. This is a 5-point game. Beckers extends, now fades. Rebound Billings. And a technical foul has been assessed to Paige Beckers.
Technical foul has been assessed to number 5, Paige Beckers.
And you can understand it both ways. Becker's frustrated that she didn't get a foul called. Kelsey Mitchell and trying to defend her, which is what you got to do, be physical, get underneath her, get into her body. That's what Mitchell tries to do with that size disadvantage. And Becker's had some words about it.
Mitchell is still stuck on 11 points, all of those in the first quarter. For all the talk about Paige beefing with Rakia, some beef with the officials here at Sephora Arena. Hive still with the ball. Citron downhill. Oh my! Tough finish over Martin. The run continues, and it's a 3-point game. Here's a screen by Malonga. Martin curls around. Double swat by Hive. Over to Ice Young.
Yeah, that bucket from Sonia Citron, so tough, Sarah, and she started her drive at half court, so that pace and space really working. But I want to highlight the relationship between Sonia and Coach Rena. Coach Rena said it's rewarding to see her trust her work and good things happen, and they have an eye contact thing that when she just gives her a look, it tells So-So to turn it up, and you're seeing it here in the third quarter.
Billings on the pull-up off the mark.
That's what Brendan normally does to me. Just gives me a look.
Oh.
Turn it up. Come on, girl.
I give everybody looks. Some are more used to it than others. Brink on the kick. And Breeze is now 3 of 12 from deep. Well, Hive has chipped away here. This is what Coach Walkham has talked about. The record, the experiences of some of our players. It hasn't been exactly what they've been looking for, but she wishes all they can do is continue to fight, and they've cut it to 1. Billings does the job. 1-point game. We'll step aside. Come back with us here in Miami. Got a ball game. She's really enjoyed this experience. A new start for Quinn after a number of years in Seattle as the head coach, and she has loved embracing this group. Mid-range Che by Beckers, splash. Rakia Jackson must like that ice.
She definitely does. Rakia, Hive have closed the gap in this quarter. What do you want to see from your squad?
We just got to be more competitive. I feel like we're just letting them do that, get to the rim with ease. We're not playing with no tenacity, so we just got to play with some competitive spirit.
And then what does that tenacity look like? Is it more physicality, getting into the body, communication?
It's definitely getting into the body, more physicality. Again, like we need to push up, but we also need to have each other's help if we get drove by.
Thanks, Rakia.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think for this Breeze team, part of it is just keeping their foot on the gas and staying connected, the attention to detail, and some of that drifted off here in this third quarter because this Hive team will not go away, and that's something that we've learned about them. And as we've heard from, Rena Wakama or Noel Quinn, this league has really great coaches. Beckers hits another one that understand how to push the right buttons of playing the chess match of how to exploit a team, and that's what Hive have done as they continue to attack and get downhill.
Mitchell pours in 2 more, up to 13. Mid-range Beckers. Sometimes a technical foul can take you to another level, and that's what Beckers has done to now go up to 19 points. Hive used a 14-0 run to get back in it. Pinballs out for Mitchell. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Beckers the blow by. Nifty finish around the bucket. 21 in the game for Beckers. That's now 8 20-point games, including 7 in a row. Ice, what did you learn inside the Breeze huddle?
Yeah, Noel Quinn was very honest with her squad in saying, it's a game now. We need to pick it up, and maybe we need to run a bit more plays. Sarah, she didn't quite love the shot selection from her team in the first half, and in that early third quarter felt like it resembled it. Last 2 buckets, though, high percentage looks from Paige Beckers. What'd you like about those?
Well, she's just doing what she does, and this is the time of the game that we normally see Paige Beckers take over. She understands how to read a defense and where to operate from, and this is just the course of, for both of these teams, I think we've seen good balance and spacing.
Off on the 3 that time, foot race to the sideline, and a foul committed by Citron. Trips over Brink.
And as we know, this is the time of the game. Fatigue begins to set in even more. The understanding of how critical these final minutes and the final pushes in the third quarter and setting that winning score. So there's been an intentionality for both sides. We've seen quite a bit to try and get in the paint and attack. If it's not at the rim, do so in ways that at least gives you higher percentage looks.
Breeze at one point led by 15. Held a 12-point lead at halftime. This third quarter has been dominated by Hive, which is essential for the team trailing in the third to cut that deficit. Beckers baits Rivers and one. A fist pump to boot by Beckers. 23 points.
Man, she is so savvy and crafty. And watch right here, because she's going to realize that she get Rivers up in the air. And once she does, just continues going through. And I know Rena Wakama doesn't like the call that there's continuation off of that. But she was already going up. You watch her body control in that shooting motion. That is a really headsy play by Beckers.
She's talked about readjusting her game to this style and relearning how to play point guard. Has said, when I start aggressive, it opens up the door to facilitate extra effort by Rivers to cut it to 4.
Well, because I think she's always just such a pass-first point guard and making the right play.
In attack mode now, missed it on the roll. Brink the hustle, and Mitchell does all she can to angle her out of contention for the ball. It's Hive basketball.
And Paige Beckers is a special talent. Look right here, 20-point games, league leader. She's already got 8. But the fact that she does it at such a high efficiency is what's so impressive.
Tough contested finish by Heidemann. 2-point game. Beckers has scored the last 9 Breeze points. Dribble handoff by Brink. Beckers leans, finger roll, softly lays it in. 26 for Beckers. Has 2 30-point games on the year, including 32 against Rose in week 4. Rivers mid-range, pinballs out. Backdoor Heidemann. Spray it to Rivers. Fake the swing, now make the swing, and Mitchell buries a 3. 1-point game, timeout Breeze. 7 consecutive 20-point performances. She gets a breather. Jackson is back in there. Rivers pokes the ball free. Brink handles the rock deep in the paint. And a foul by Rivers. Both squads are over the limit. So that means a free throw worth 2.
High foul number 22 tonight, Rivers, her 4th, team 5th.
For Cameron Brink.
At the line, Cameron Brink, shooting 1 for 2.
has upped her production over the last 4 ball games, missed last game. Still trying to find her feet, now 0 for 2 from the line here tonight. And Hive has an opportunity at the lead. They once trailed by 15. And apparently too much body by Kate Martin. So here's your chance for a lead, a trip to the line for Mitchell. 0 for 1 tonight. 5 of 8 on the year. We stay at a 1-point game. Shot clock is off. Jackson, lob it, break. Rivers, 4. Checks the other way, outlet Mitchell. Sidestep 3, did not fire in time. So our winning score is 70 points. Hive is battling. Can Breeze hold on is the question.
Well, Breeze has a substantial lead, and the Hive have cut into this. Paige Beckers, though, trying to make sure her team walks away with a W in this one. Let's go for a fun 4th. Hive have been trying to put together wins. All of these things matter.
As we start the 4th quarter, the winning score presented by Maker's Mark is 70 points. Paige Beckers has scored the last 13 Breeze points, while Kelsey Mitchell and Hive have come alive. Once trailed by 15. Old board Billings. New shot clock. Downhill Mitchell. And Hive takes the lead. Over to Ice Young.
All I heard in that last huddle was the voice of Monique Billings. She told her team, we battled, we fought to get here. It's our game to take. We're right here. And then last Coach Rena said, defense is how we're gonna win and get stops.
Rakia Jackson pours in a 3 and Breeze is back in front. Billings, Rivers, and Mitchell, the trio for Hive. Here's Mitchell, who did bury a jumper over Malonga earlier. Breakdancing, lob it up with the left hand! Kelsey Mitchell with 20 points.
Man, she is just cold. Like, her ability to get to spots on the floor and score on you in different ways is another level.
4th quarter action is commercial free. It's brought to you by AT&T. Rivers gets the hands in the cookie jar. It stays Breeze ball. 5 on the shot clock.
Kelsey Mitchell is a bucket, and we've seen this from the 3-point line. We've seen this on her attack. She's doing a little bit of everything.
Wide open Jackson, 5 in a row for Jackson on the Breeze side. Winning score is 70. Mitchell extends the arm, naturally left-handed. Beckers draws the assignment. Mitchell pulls the 3. Too strong on it, rebound Malonga. Paige Beckers with 26 on 12 of 20 shooting. Pulls from the mid-range. Elevating Mitchell, rebound, outlet Rivers. Tonight has 8 points. Flare screen for Mitchell. Billings squares, now it's Rivers. Fires a 3. Collected by Jackson.
And that's a great block out by Malonga. And those are the little things for both these sides, starting with the defense flowing into offense, but finishing off possessions, not allowing second chance looks is important.
Jackson, fadeaway jumper, rolls off. Now 16 boards for Billings. She had 15 last game, a new personal best. Mitchell is blocked by the backboard. Jackson hits the deck, so it's 2v2 on the other end. And Sanaya Rivers takes Becker's lunch money. Leads to a foul.
Ooh, look at the quickness, the hands, and just activity. Sanaya Rivers has such good feel when to get in on this one. It just rips this through. See then the foul incoming. The we've talked about the resiliency of the Hive within games, but also within the course of this season. This matchup, you look at the matchup within the matchup of Rivers, Beckers, what that means and what that looks like.
Brenda Pantoja is our lead official tonight. Genesis Perryman, Lars Murray, our crew, our Sephora officials. We play on, just a quick conference. Maybe the officials needed a breather. This has been an up and down ball game. Hive down 2. Billings has 11 and 16 points, rebounds. Citron back in action. Drives, circles, bounce it. Mitchell, sidestep three. Got them all! It's a long two to tie the game at 64. Each club is 6 away from the winning score. Becker's in the triple threat. Spins in the paint. Body goes down, it don't matter. Mitchell does not draw a call, and Becker sinks it anyway.
I like that no call both ways. That's a strong penetration and drive. Good defense by Mitchell, but Becker's is just tough.
Billings down the runway, ties the game, timeout Breeze. They're very much in this thing. And a tie game at 66. Beckers extends that left arm. Mitchell a shove and a foul. Kelsey Mitchell picks up her fourth.
And you like that defensive activity, though, and she's trying to be bothersome to Paige Beckers, not allow her to get to that right side.
On an island now against Billings. Back out to Beckers with one, lets it fly. Rebound Citron.
What a defensive possession by Hive, and we saw the play drawn up earlier.
Bodies hit the floor. Beckers with too much hip on Billings. This is the second team foul on Breeze. Over to Ice Young.
Yes, Sarah, you mentioned the defense from the Hive, and Breeze in that possession was looking for a slip or a backdoor. I thought both were guarded very, very well.
Billings puts the head down, asserts herself, scores it, and the foul.
It has been takeover time for Mo Billings. And this is where the situation comes. And Kelsey Mitchell sets some excellent screens. She blocks it off. Jackson and Malonga both get bottled up there off that possession. Not sure if they were looking to try and switch, but either way, it clears up a big lane for Billings. Yeah, you know Coach Walkman likes that.
She was ready to explode, but realizes her squad is still 2 points away from the winning score. First miss at the line tonight for Billings, an 88% free throw shooter. Breeze needs 4 to win the game. Hive needs 2. Offensive foul, Beckers. Oh my, that's her 4th. Picked up a technical earlier and is on to the next play. Applauds her group to get back and regroup.
Well, this is then just bodies going at one another with the pressure, because Hive clearly have a game plan, which you would against Beckers and really across the board, of getting into bodies. They understand that they were undersized in these matchups, but because of it, it put on a lot of body pressure, ball pressure, and Beckers get a little bit frustrated.
Here's this chess match of this ball game. Brink in for Malonga. And a reach by Beckers, her 5th. Beg your pardon, her 4th. It's the 4th on Beckers. Now 4 team fouls on Breeze. 2-point lead. Hive at 2 and 7 has dropped 2 straight in 4 of their last 5. Can Mitchell finish the job? Down to 4 to fire. Mitchell downhill with the right hand, short. Rebound Brink. Runs the floor. Beckers to Jackson for 3. Loose ball. Won by Billings. Mitchell's on the move. Billings wants to attack. No whistle, we play on. Numbers the other way. Brink gallops in, feeds it Jackson. Back to Brink, we're tied. Timeout Hive.
Important thing that Coach Walkman said was that Breeze are in the bonus. And so if all else breaks down, go to the basket, try and pick the foul. This is where it's important for the Breeze to keep it clean.
Citron drives the alley, lays it in. Hive is alive.